Okay, so a common use case in SEINō is to want to compare markets. You're sending campaigns or emails to multiple countries, localized or unlocalized, and you'd like to see how they're performing relative to one another. Here's a fairly disorganized SEINō Data Explorer view. So let's go to columns, turn everything off that we're not interested in, filter for market, and enable the market column, and do the same for revenue. Now, we've got everything we want here, but it's not very readable. So if we drag the market column to the row groups panel, straight away we're now grouping by market. It naturally orders by revenue descending, but as you can see, we can change that ordering. What we see here is that we've got 4 fairly important markets relative to the rest of the countries we're operating in. Let's see how they perform relative to one another by selecting the top 4 and then right-clicking and choosing Chart Range. If we select Bar and Grouped, we can now get a bar chart showing us how they're performing relative to one another. Incidentally, when you're looking at a graph that you've created from the Data Explorer, you can always toggle this little link to see exactly what stuff you're graphing. If we open the control panel here, we can change the style of the graph, and there are lots of options: line, area, donut, but let's just do a simple bar graph. We can click on Format here and change a few things. So the bottom labels, let's say we'd like to have those a little bit more readable. We'll rotate them to 90 degrees. And we'd like to give our chart a title. In this case, it's Revenue by Market, October 2023. And the last thing I'd like to do is, in the series, enable labels so we can see the values we're actually talking about. If you click on download here, you'll be able to download a PNG version of this chart, which you can immediately share or embed in reports. And that's a quick way to compare markets in SEINō.